Welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about nighttime time-lapse. My name is Andreas. I'm a Sony European Imaging Ambassador. I'm here in Tenerife with the guys from iFootage. To start off our nighttime time-lapse, I'm going to set up my tripod right here, and in the background we have the observatory and the mountain. Let's get started. This is the X2 Mini and I will use it to do a pan and a tilt with my night time-lapse today. I'm going to use the 16-35 by Sony. And you have to make sure it's balanced properly, otherwise the tilt might be a little bit off. I think this right here feels balanced. Yep. I am now fully set up, and as you see, this is a beautiful location. My idea is to capture a time-lapse doing a small pan. I can see the moon is up to the left, and hopefully we will get a great Milky Way shot from here. So now I'm going to initialize the X2 Mini just so I can pre-visualize my movement. I'm also going to use an app to see where the Milky Way will actually be when it's time to shoot. And I'm doing all of this while it's light outside, because when it actually gets dark, it's going to be really difficult for me to do anything with my camera. And this is also a good time to talk about setup. You need to be ready to leave when it's dark. So know where your gear is and know how to get out of your location, especially if it's going to be really, really dark. So my X2 Mini is now initialized, and this is a good time to talk about the 500 rule. What the 500 rule does, it actually gives you your exposure time, or the longest exposure you can have without the stars or the Milky Way streaking. So if I'm at 35, I take 500 and I divide 500 by 35, and that gives me roughly a 15-second exposure time. This is a good time to talk about apps. I want to know how the Milky Way will move across the sky and if I will have any moon in my shot. A moon can be a good thing because it can actually illuminate the landscape and give you a little bit of that fill just so you can see what's going on in the foreground. I use an app called Starwalk 2. And it's really good because if I move this around, I will actually see what's going to happen, and I can also add time into it. And let's talk about exposure. I know I'm at 15 seconds. I'm going to be at 2.8 because that's the maximum for my lens. And I'm suspecting I'm going to have to be at roughly 3200 ISO, but my A7S will handle that beautifully. I will now set up my shot. I've pre-visualized it and I'm ready to go when the Milky Way is out. And this is a good time to wrap things up. When the sun has actually set and the Milky Way is out, I'm going to run my time-lapse. I'm going to sit in my car and be warm and comfortable. It's important to note that there are solutions for you if it's cold outside like today, where you can power your camera, but I think things will be okay. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the future.